All right, ready for our football manager live stream here. Let's get the camera on. And there we go. All right, still playing our run here as Wolfsburg, finishing our, I guess, first full season in the Bundesliga. Last season was a half season. And we've only got a couple games left. We're not in a great spot at the moment. We're currently in 6th place, which is not great. But we're only 3 points behind RB Leipzig here, who we do play coming up here in 2 games. So there is a chance still for us to get into the top 4. But I mean, theoretically, we should be in the top 3. We've been getting FM'd quite a bit this season. It's been a bit rough going overall. The last game you guys saw was the FC Bayern loss. We lost by 1. We then beat Schalke by 2 goals. Zawadzki, Freund, and Viatrek picking up goals in there. And then we lost by 4 goals to Bayer. No reason. No reason here at all. And then we did beat Eintracht Frankfurt 4-1 with a hat trick from Freund and a goal from Zawadzki. We then drew against SV Werder. Again, no logical reason. With a 1-1 goals there. Zawadzki picking up the 1 solitary goal there. Today we play Stuttgart, 7th place, RB Leipzig, 4th place, and Hertha Berlin at 17th place. So, 3 should be actually 3 relatively tough games to finish out this season here. So there's still a slim chance for us to get back into the Champions League. Obviously, finances are at a point now where I've got to stop looking at them. I've got to ignore this and just accept that someday we're going to get penalized for it because our board doesn't want to do anything about it. I've done everything I can do about it. Our board does not want to help. So who knows? But yeah, that's where we're at. So we've got to go deal with some stuff. I think we're already ready for today's game. We are ready for today's game. So anything changed besides that? I don't think so. I think this is the team we're bringing today. Obviously got Ramaj in goal, Sagers on the left, Knapman on the right, Vergara and Seri in the middle, Viatrek, Aiello on the outside wings with Benas and Naichev in the defensive midfield, Freund and Zawadzki up front. That's our group. We've got to get some results here. We've got to get back into Champions League play and hope from the best for there. So let's go. Let's see if we can get back into the Champions League. As we're getting to the start, though, I do want to say welcome. Thank you for anybody who's joining and watching either live or on the VOD. I appreciate all of you. And, we're having some fun. I'm despite some frustrations that Football Manager always provides, I'm still having some fun. And I think we still have, even if we don't have a future here at Wolfsburg, because we just can't ever get the money situation figured out, I think we're still going to have a future as a career, because I think we've built up enough reputation for ourselves to go anywhere, honestly. I mean, if we get a job offer for somebody, I'm not turning them down. I'm not going to go look for a job right away, but I'm not going to be turning down jobs either. If they're in a better situation, specifically. This is a home game for us. We need this win today. We desperately need this win today. Obviously, Stuttgart is right behind us in the rankings, so they're wanting this win as badly as we are. And I thought they were about to get a goal there. I was about to say they're about to get a better position than us overall, but thankfully we did not give that one up. What? An injury to a goalkeeper? Of course there is. Of course there is. Wow, that does not bode well for these last 3 games if we're going to get injuries to goalkeepers. A draw in this game would not be good. Man, we are not getting anything going at all. Like that is a very sad and boring. I'm definitely far from pleased with what I just saw. Come on, guys, figure something out. We're a much better team than what we're playing today. Oh, Freund! Freund, you've got to capitalize on those. Oh, it'll be a corner, though. Aiello with the corner kick coming in. Come on, guys. Terry, can somebody get that? Nope. Freund's going to chase that one down, though. He gets it across. Nothing. Come on, guys. Nothing. At least we started getting a few more shots. That's good. I give up. Oh my goodness, I give up so hard. This team just doesn't want it. Aiello with the ball. He's going to push it up this other end. For the moment, highlight continues. Back to Sagers. Come on, we got to get something back here, guys. Up to Freund. Freund's in a good spot. Can he get it to somebody in the middle? He's going to be closed down here pretty hard. There's Benos, though, with the ball. Gets it over to Napman. Napman has a chance to do something. Nope, he's just going to stop. Ah, what was that? What kind of garbage was that? Yeah, Aiello missing that one. There's not anybody that can come in for you, though, buddy. I'm going to bring Zavatsky back over, and we're going to bring in 6 in here. Bring Sagers out. Fisher can come in. All right, we'll go with that. I think we're losing this game. I just feel like the team is just not there. And which means I don't even know if we're going to get into Euros. But the only reason I care about getting into Champions League and all that stuff is because I'm worried about the money, which is not my problem. I, as the manager, should not be the one that has to worry about the money. So I'm carrying a lot of stress about the money situation that is not, I should not be carrying. My job is to get results on the field, and we've gotten pretty good results on the field. And my job is to get good people into the team, and we've gotten good people into the team. I'm doing my job. The board is not doing their job, and yet I'm taking it on myself and carrying their failures on myself, which is not good. All right, let's do something here. We're also going to go to our more attacking formation, and we're going to go very attacking. I mean, I think the way the game's gone, we deserve a draw. But apparently we can't buy a goal today. Highlights continuing, which is interesting. Of course, we just give it away. Oh, now give it right back. Naichev up to 6. Dukakovic, come on. Really? Game? You showed an hour and a half of highlights just now for nothing? Why are you showing me these highlights if they do not result in anything? There's 6 in a good spot. Again, complete miss. Like, what is... Like, we can't do nothing today. Wow. This has been a garbage day. All right, we get into our goalkeeper. There, our goalkeeper's on an 8.0. Wow. Well, we're not getting into Euros this next year. Oh, I did not... we have the opposite problem of what we had at Trabzonspor. Trabzonspor, we could bring in amazing players who are the best in the world, and we couldn't keep them, even though we had money. Here, we can bring in excellent players who are the best in the world. We can keep them, but we have no money. So this is just... I give up at this point. This season's dead. Team does not want to win this season. I'm about ready to gut the entire team just so I can prove that we can at least have money in the bank with nothing on the field. I mean, to be fair, the fact that we missed Champions League, I guess you could say is my fault. But again, I don't know that you could say it's my fault. You know, like, oh, how about we be better than the third best team in the league? Yeah, okay. Fortunately, we got FM'd quite a bit this season. Well, obviously, it proves that this team, I mean, they played well. Like I said, we did. There's two sides of this coin. Like I said, we did get FM'd. I'm not going to deny that. We played better than the results show us, right? We definitely played better than what the results show. So it's hard for me to be too harsh on the team itself and say it's their fault, because if we did the whole season all over again, played the exact same way the entire season, there's a good chance we are third best, ranked third in the league. Any one of those games could have gone a different direction because we played well enough for them to go a different direction. So I guess what I'm getting at is that it's hard for me to be too harsh on the team. How much blame do I put on the team? Or do we just say, you know what? It's a bad luck season. We just had a lot of bad luck. Team's good enough to go to do exactly what we need them to do. And let's just keep the team together and push forward, But at the same time, even though I've got to stop thinking about this number. If the board's never going to fix that. They've proven that. They've proven that they have no desire to fix anything there. So unfortunately, it does have to become me to try to fix it. I mean, if we sell a couple Wonder Kids for 50 mil a piece and then don't bring anybody in to replace them, well, then that helps the bank account a little bit. Actually, ideally, what we do is we sell a couple Wonder Kids for 50 mil a piece and then bring in some Wonder Kids to replace them for 10 mil a piece. We do that 3 or 4 times. Let's say we do that 4 times. We sell 200 mil worth of players, bring in 40 mil worth of players. It's 160 mil into our bank account, which is almost exactly what we're short right now. And while still bringing young players who are, Wonder Kid level that could develop to be as good as the guys that we sold, right? So definitely an option. But it's not sustainable, right? We cannot sustain ourselves by making our way to be, financially sound is to just always sell with the good players that we have. Like the board has to figure something out at some point. They've got to step up and do something. Anybody coming in already? I can't remember. I guess not. Okay. Couldn't remember if I'd already. I knew we lost the money in January, so I didn't think we had anybody coming in, but I just wanted to make sure. I mean, is there even a point in us caring about this RB Leipzig game? Do we still have a chance of doing anything here? I think we're out of the Champions League running, right? We're 100% out. Well, okay, technically we're not, but we're effectively out of the Champions League running. But we could still get into some European slot. So I guess we still have to care. Wages to turnover. So we've generated 384 mil worth of revenue, and all our wages are only 100 mil. I think that's telling us that we're the second best team in the league based on all that. Or am I reading this wrong? Because isn't this telling me that Hoffenheim is spending more on wages than the money they're making? I think that's what it's telling me. Hey, Crazy Zebra, how's it going? Alrighty. Obviously we got to change out our goalkeeper. Natman should be able to play. Everybody else I think stays. Six is injured. Can we bring somebody in for you? Actually, I'd like to get Wabi back in here. Wabi comes back in for Viatrack. Viatrack comes in for 6. Ludwig can come in for Kamel. Dongwell comes in for Fisher. All right, we'll go with that. Oh, we got to get goalkeepers swapped out. All right, Kamel. I shall bring Fisher in for Ramage. We'll just run without a goalkeeper on the bench. If we get another injury to a goalkeeper, we're sunk anyway, so it doesn't matter if we get it if we leave him out there or not. Well, let's go. I mean, we get a result against RB Leipzig. Tiny chance we do something here. I'm not expecting it. I expect us to lose here based on how we apparently want to play closing out this season. I mean, that's the best way to learn, Crazy Zebra, is just to make mistakes. Make mistakes and learn from those. That's exactly how I would say that's exactly how I've done it over the years, and I still make mistakes. So it's I wouldn't even say I'm a perfect expert at this point. Anyway, come on, guys, prove to me that you, even if winning this game means nothing in the grand scheme of things, by winning this game, you at least prove to me that you want to be here. There's Naichev, come on, buddy. He gets the cross. Natman on the right-hand side. Natman, who we spent a ton of money on. Sagers. Good goal. Why couldn't we done that in the last game? At least for the moment, that puts us back into Euros. I mean, not the good Euros, but something's better than nothing, I suppose. Some European competitions worth some money versus zero European competitions being worth zero money. And then it's all going to go away, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. We hold on. Zavatsky with the ball, pushing it up the other end. Back to Wabi. Come on, Wabi. Wabi just in the knees of the person in front of him. We're going to get a throw in here. We're playing better today than we did in the last game. Come on, guys. Just another goal. I can't handle the stress. I mean, the board doesn't care if we're in the Champions League. Like, that's not a requirement from the board right now. So the board's very happy with the results, I think, as they stand. Do they actually, I can't remember, did they want us to get in some sort of European competition, though? I'll have to check that in a second. I think they still wanted us in something. Oh, how did we miss that? Point blank range. Let that goalkeeper get a foot on that or hand on whatever it was. All right, Chev, over to ILO. ILO, come on, buddy. My goodness. Why do we keep going up against goalkeepers that can save everything that comes their way? Why don't those goalkeepers come to our team ever? Our goalkeeper's on a 7.7. What's it like to have a goalkeeper that does that? Come on, guys. No, don't give him this one. Come on, Benas. Nope, not able to get to that. All right, come on, guys. Zavatsky with the ball. Come on, buddy. Let's get one here. Over to Wabi. Wabi up to front. Just gives it away. Can we get it back, guys? Come on, please. Come on, guys. Sagers with the ball up to Wabi. Oh, come on. This is making me nervous. Offside. All of that for an offsides. I don't know what's going on with the game and its highlights these days, but some of these highlights are not, like, they're not highlights. They're nothing. Alrighty. No, Freund is not playing well, so Tagakovic comes in for you. We'll just make that sub for now. Ichev with the ball, back to Vergara. Sagers with it. Come on, guys. Wabi's there. Come on, get it inside. Zavatsky, nothing. Benos with it again. If this highlight ends up being nothing again. We hit both posts as a part of that play. Like, what? I mean, we got the goal finally, but my goodness, we hit both posts. Like, the odds of... Like, I feel like the odds of that is just so low. The post is, like, this big. The goal is, like, this big. And we hit both posts before we could get into the goal. Weird. All right. ILO getting pretty tired. Viatrek comes in for you. We'll get Sari out on his yellow. Ludwig comes in for you. And this team obviously currently up 2-0 on the third best team in the league. Well, now fourth best team in the league. Couldn't get a goal against Stuttgart, really? Well, I guess Stuttgart is only one tier behind them, to be fair. But still, it's just like sometimes we play really well, sometimes we play like garbage. All right, Nat needs to come out for Dimitru. And honestly, we're going to bring out both fullbacks or wingbacks. And we'll do that. Let's finish this game out, guys. We have absolutely dominated RB Leipzig today. Let's not give one up here. Zavosky almost gets the takeaway. All right, come on, guys. Finish it out. Finish it out. Dongma with the ball. Over to Naichev. Back to Vergara. Come on. It's close. Wait, did I not do all my subs? Oh, I did. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Ludwig. Okay. I was like trying to figure out who the last sub was. When they get a yellow card, it gets rid of their sub icon. Hey, Liflu's on a 7.2. Yay. All right. If we win the last game, we're guaranteed euros of some sort. Which is a win. So we'll accept that, I guess. Honestly, it might be better for us to be in the Euros of some sort as opposed to the Champions League, because we might be able to progress further in the Euros and maybe ultimately make more money because we've gotten further than getting knocked out early in the Champions League. I actually don't know. What did the board want again? Board wants to actually qualify for the Europa League proper. Okay. So as of right now, they're disappointed. Okay. So they would be disappointed at the moment, unfortunately. But I think we still save our job. Maybe. We'll find out. If we lose our job, then we lose our job. And I move on to a better club. All right, last game's going to be against 16th ranked Eartha. Here, let's go. I mean, if Stuttgart, Werder, and Leipzig all lose and we beat them, technically we can get back in the Champions League. Seems very, very unlikely, but not impossible. Hey, Michael Drake, how's it going? It's set to key highlights, Michael. It is set to key highlights, which is why I'm like, why are we showing me so much stuff when it's set to key highlights? Sometimes the key highlights shows a lot of boring, weird stuff that makes no sense to be a highlight. Yeah, the only thing I could do at this point would be no highlights. Which obviously I don't think we want to do that. Or basically highlights only for goals. Shatlov, learning some German. I'd reiterate that we're favorites and should be winning this match comfortably. All right, fair enough. Looks like they agree. Oh, Menas out right before this last game. All right, well, be without him. I mean, if we can't beat the 15th, 16th ranked team in the league, then we don't deserve whatever good could come of that. I love all these Wonder Kids. Wonder Kid, Wonder Kid, Wonder Kid, Wonder Kid, Wonder Kid, Wonder Kid. We have so many Wonder Kids. I love it. I mean, literally our entire team is effectively Wonder Kids, because anybody that doesn't say Wonder Kid currently was a Wonder Kid when we got them. Except for like our goalkeeper and some of the older guys like that. Alrighty. Let's go, guys. Let's get in there and let's get this done. Just go play our game. Win our game. Let the results be what the results are. Under 19 Player of the Year. Congratulations. It's impressive. Alrighty. Well, obviously Benas has to come out. Horvat. Coming for you. Actually, no, sorry. Saru comes in for Horvat. We'll bring Hernandez onto the bench. Sari needs to come out for Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Bring Sari out for Ludwig. And we'll bring Kamel onto the bench for you. Everybody else is either injured or suspended. So, yeah, I think this is going to work. Do we want to bring 6 onto the bench? No, I think we got to be able to do it without him. All right, let's go, guys. Let's get this done. We just got to take care of our game. Don't worry about any of the other games. Take care of our game. We end up where we end up. The home game for us. This should be a good game for us. Of course, we get an injury right as the game starts here. Last time we had an injury this early, it was our goalkeeper, and we lost the game. So, I have a bad feeling about this. What is going on? What? What? What kind of bad luck can you possibly have to have 2 injuries that early in a game? What? We're going to lose this game. We're going to lose this game now. All because bad luck goes against us and we get like 2 injuries right away. Wow. Or draw, and a draw is just as bad as a loss for us. Natman over to Naichev. Come on, guys. Saru, prove me wrong here. Sagers with the ball, just gives it away. Sagers, dude, what was that? There's Saru, gets it back over to Wabi. Wabi, come on, buddy. Up to Tukakovic. And of course, their goalkeeper is Superman and is able to save it. We're going to have another one of those days where their goalkeeper's on an 8.0 by the end of the game. I'm going to be pretty frustrated. I mean, Leipzig's winning, so we won't be able to get past them. Freiburg's winning, so we won't be able to get past them. Stuttgart is losing big time, so we could leap over them. Yeah, if we could get a win here, we're in 5th place. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Because the team does not want to win. They would rather draw. I'll be a little bit less harsh. We've only got one set of subs left, so I gotta wait till later in the game to do any subs. At this point, we got one stoppage left. All right, there's Natman with the ball. Come on, Natman. We paid so much money for you. Do something amazing in this game. We need this. Get it to the cross. Tukakovic. Yes! From the assist from Natman. Thank you, guys. Well, let's get more. One goal might not be enough. Oh, Hanover just drew up against Leipzig. Come on, guys. Don't let them have one here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Broyar up to Naichev. Naichev over to Saru. Saru up to Tukakovic. Just a lazy pass there, Tukakovic. I love that you got us the goal, but if you end up costing us a goal now, then, I mean, what's the point, right? Why did you even bother? Come on, guys. Natman with the throw-in. Gets it into Naichev. Naichev back over to Natman. Come on, Natman. Do something with it again. Ah, what was that? Sager's down to Wabi. We need another go here, guys. Ludwig with the ball. Gets it up to Sagers. That was a slow one. Back to the Vergara. Come on, guys. Up to Naichev. Naichev gets it up. There's Freund with the ball. Heads it towards a goal. That was not really... Not sure what that was. All right, for the moment, it says we're in 4th place. Did I do math wrong? I must have done math wrong. Oh, it's because Leipzig is actually losing now. Oh. How much longer? I think we're going to go to the 70-minute mark before we do our last round of subs here. Looks like Weintrack, don't you give this up. Like, do something with it. There you go. There's Vergara with the ball. Come on. I need another goal here. I'm freaking out. Can't handle the stress. We need another goal. Saru with the ball. He gets it up to Wabi. Wabi over to Freund. Freund on the left-hand side. Can he get it? Oh, he gets over to... Oh, there we go. Back to Freund. Freund. Back to Sagers. Sagers. Wabi. Saru. Ah! Corner kick coming in. Oh, we're down to 5th because Leipzig drew it up again. Through corner in. Nothing. Tukakovic with the ball. Just gives it away. Oh. All right, we're getting a free kick here. Come on, just bury this. Bury this. Just get it to somebody who can just knock it right in. Nothing. No, that doesn't go in. I mean, I've never seen a goal line replay that ever has counted as a goal. We need Hanover to get back and beat Leipzig, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Hanover's in 17th place. The fact that they've gotten a couple goals and they've kept it this close is impressive. All right, let's do some subs. Okay. Our options are limited. Okay, we'll bring Ludwig out on his yellow. All right, get Viatrek out, but we don't really have any other options, so bring Sagers out, bring Dongmo in. Let's bring Naichev out, and we'll bring in Fornals. That'll be it. Come on, guys, hold on. Honestly, if we could end up in 5th place in the league, I would be happy with that, given how we've kind of struggled in a few spots. And the board would be happy with that. Freund! Bro, how do you miss that? What are the odds that we missed that? If we draw this game, we're getting royally FM'd. All right, looks like Leipzig took care of business. Good job for them. They deserve it. And we got 5th place. So, you know what? I think we can be happy with that. We missed it by this much, right? This much. That's all right. Still a good season, and good enough that the board will be happy, right? And again, if we make a run in the European League, that might be more money than just winning a handful of games in the Champions League. 2 to 3 months. Great. And everybody got injured in that game. All right, that helped our money a little bit. So now we only have to sell, what, three Wonder Kids and get some cheaper guys in order to help fix our bank account. See what kind of budgets the board gives us. It's kind of irrelevant, though. It doesn't really matter what budgets the board gives us because we're going to make our own budget by selling players. Actually, the only way the budgets matter is if we weren't able to keep 100% of the transfer revenue. Since we are able to keep 100% of the transfer revenue, they could give me $0 of transfer budget and it would not matter. All right, so we passed that. Oh, the supporters wanted Champions League, but the board only wanted Europa League. Okay, fair enough. Board's what matters. All right, so the board did give us some money. Again, it's irrelevant because we're going to make our own money. But, you know, they had to give us something, I guess. Yeah, the supporters are not happy with us. The board is. Supporters are not. Which could still cause us. Like, that could still hurt us in the long run. But, I mean, the board could fire us just because we've lost support of the supporters. But I doubt that they would do it if they're going to give us, if they're, you know, pretty happy with us. I think they'd have to be on the fence, and then the supporters might tip them over. Alrighty, time to figure out who we're getting rid of, because we have to get rid of somebody. We have to get rid of a lot of people. My goal is to get rid of 3 players. 3 of our Wonder Kids for about 50 mil a piece is my hopeful desire here. They want us to reach the latter stage of the Europa League and qualify for the Europa. Yeah, this is fine. I'm all good with this. Qualify for the Europa League. They're happy with that. And then latter stages. They're happy with that. All right. Good team meeting. Where do we want to go? Apparently we want to go to Austria somewhere. Let's go to Salzburg, which is the only place in Austria I've actually been. All right, squad. Well, the first most important thing to look at is who is actually wanted by anybody? Wabi is wanted. So let's write down Wabi. Wabi's wanted by somebody. Benas is wanted by somebody. Fornals is wanted. Anybody that's wanted is probably top of the list. Ludwig is wanted, but I wanted to keep Ludwig because he's German. But he's really not that good. I'd rather just bring in a better German. I'll write Ludwig down. If we can get anything for him, then fine. Sari is wanted. Viatrek is wanted. Who's also German. And Hernandez is wanted. Okay, those are our wanted players. And then, in addition to that, we want to see who's going to be homegrown at some point, and they'll cross them off the list. So, Wabi will never be homegrown. Benas, never be homegrown. Fornals, never be homegrown. Ludwig, we don't care about. Although he is trained at club. Okay, so Ludwig has to go off this list. We have to keep Ludwig. He's just a player that can just be in a spot. Sari, never going to be homegrown. Viatrek will be trained in Nation. Oh, wait a minute. Trained in Nation here? Yeah, because he's German. Right, as a secondary? Yeah. I'm going to circle Viatrek. If we can keep him, we might try to. And then last Hernandez, nothing. Okay, so all these other guys are available to be sold. Okay. So start at the top. Wabi. Okay, who's the most valuable player of this list? Sari. If we can get Sari for a massive amount of money, then I think we will gladly sell him. There's no way Sheffield United comes in for him for that much money, though. But we'll try. I mean, some of these guys are going to be angry because I put them out there, but they're just going to have to accept that I've got to get some money coming in. I mean, there's no way we sell them for this much. I mean, 47 to 52 mil. So if they sold him for 52 and or say sold him for 47 and we had to pay 10%, that's 4.7 mil. So that means we make 43 mil. Yeah, I think that's still better. Again, I'm happy if we get close to 50 mil for him. We've got to get the money coming in, and I think we can get a player to replace him at some point. Part of the reason why it's good to get players to replace these guys is because the players that we can bring in could be young enough to become homegrown at club someday. All right, so that's Sari. And then Benas, we already knew somebody wanted to come in for him at one point. Yes, please. 57 mil? Absolutely. Okay. That's Benas. And then who else? Then we start getting into some of the cheaper ones on my list. Fornals would be an option. I mean, do we sell Fornals for 30 mil? I say yes because I think we can get a replacement for him for 10, 15. I don't want to go that low. We'll hold off on hiring the intermediary. We'll see what the agent can do. That leaves Wabi and Hernandez. Both of our guys on the left-hand side. I mean, if we can only sell Wabi for 20 mil, I don't know that we do that. Hernandez can go, though. I don't think we're ever going to get much from Hernandez. I think we can get a better player to replace Hernandez. He's not going to be worth much to us, but yeah, no, I mean, nobody wants him. I don't blame him. Like I say, he's not that great. So the question comes down to Wabi. I think Wabi's still got so much potential that if we can, we'd like to keep him for 20 mil. Like if he's worth 50 mil, I'd sell him in a heartbeat. Worth 20 mil? No, I think we got to keep him. He's worth more than 20 mil to us. All right. Anybody else that we want to sell, though? That wasn't on my original list. Kamel. I've been not happy with Kamel's performance at all. Yeah, if we can get Kamel sold out, I'd be happy with that. Nobody wants him right now, but seems unlikely we'll sell him for any amount, but you never know. So I'm going to circle Wabi as well. So Kamel, he's on my list. Vergara. Vergara still has potential. And we know Vergara has 4.5 star potential. We don't know if Kamel does. That's the big difference there. But Vergara didn't play that well. But he was also injured, so who knows. Nyachev, I think we keep Nyachev around. Dimitru. Yeah, I don't think we keep Dimitru around here. Yeah, if you can get 28 mil for him, absolutely. Absolutely. That is worth it. Okay. Horvat. Wait, was Horvat one of the ones that... Yeah, Horvat could be cloned at Phoenix Club. So we don't do Horvat. Ludwig, Sagers, Fornals, Kakovic. He's got German nationality is part of the problem, though, right? So, all right, I think we go with this list. If we get more desperate, we might dig into some more. But for now, we'll go with that. Let's see where that gets us. Not a great deal. But we're not expecting to get a great deal for him, are we? I mean, we're paying most of his wages. That's just annoying. I think we got to reject this one. I think we got to hold out for something better. I mean, there's no way we get improved youth facilities. Because we got to start looking for the replacement players that we need. But I kind of want to see who we're getting rid of before I worry about replacements. Dimitri for 22.5. Oof. But he's never going to be amazing. Yeah, I think we're going to accept that one. Even if we just do a one-to-one trade, Dimitri for some wonder kid somewhere, at least the wonder kid has potential to get better. All right, it's not as good as the 9 mil, but it's all up front. And it's no contributing wages, so I do think we accept that one. So we've got an offer for Dimitri. We got an offer for Hernandez. Lots of offers for Fornals, which means we might be able to get into a bidding war. We'll say yes to Everton. No to everybody else. And then we'll offer him back out for... Oh, that wasn't the transfer club offer. All right, well, we'll get the transfer club stuff here in a moment. Or transfer room. What I said transfer club. Transfer room stuff in a minute. But for now, we do have at least an offer for Fornals that I could live with. Benas is going to say no. He's going to say no to this 57 mil. But this would be incredible for us to have. Please, Benas. We're definitely listing you. Please just go. Please. 51 mil for Sari is pretty good as well. Yeah. Please go. Like, guys, you have to go to these things. Benas, Sari. So the only way we haven't got an offer in for is Kamel. I mean, this just isn't enough compared to the 57 mil offer we already got. And if you match the 57 mil, even with the intermediary fee, I would say potentially say yes. No. Got to become a Wonder Kid distribution center, as I said before. We're not a factory. We don't produce the Wonder Kids. We just bring them in and distribute them back out again. I don't care about you. Walk away. Go away. No. No. Not for 32 mil, my friend. All right. We definitely want to repost Kamel. I mean, I wasn't expecting 72 mil for him, but that's where I'm going to start. I want to replace Fornals as well. Just to see if any of those other clubs would come back in for him. Sari's at 51 mil. I mean, we could try. Doubtful, but it doesn't hurt. Hernandez, I guess we'll offer you out for... I mean, even this is more than the tiny amount that we've got currently offered for you. And I guess Dimitri, which 22.5. I doubt we get anything close to that much for you. No, we've already got offer 22.5. We're not going to do anything else. We're not going to touch it. Yeah, that's fine. We won't touch anything. All right, that looks good. So this is Fornals, who we've already got a 31.5 offer, or 30.5. So we could potentially play this Real Madrid one here. Get a little bit more money for him. See if anybody else wants to come back in for him again. All right, the only one here that would matter would be Hernandez. If we get a little bit of money for him, that'd be fine. Sari, we've already got a good offer for. So we're not going to get any better than that. I think we won't go any lower than 10 mil because we're already. What's the offer for him currently? 7. Well, actually, if we can go down to, we can go down a little bit more than that. End of season review. All right, signing the scene was Ramaj. Yeah, fair. We brought him in at the time we needed him, and he did what we needed him to do until he got hurt. Point was looking good. 6, not so great, really. 6 played really. He actually got under 19 player of the year, and they're still calling this a disappointment. Really, I mean, we did pay a good chunk of money for him, I guess. Saru, we've got him for 7 mil. Yeah, that was a good deal. Shatalov, we paid a lot of money for. Natman, we paid a ton of money for, but they're happy with it because I don't know why they're so happy with that. That's insane one. We paid some big chunks of money for some of these guys. Bought Sari for 46 mil. Trying to sell him for what, 51? So we're not going to make much off of him. I mean, we had an okay season. Biggest win was against Cecil here. Match to remember was against Freiburg. Goal of the season. Fornals picking up the goal of the season. Oh, thank you. My camera is not working. Appreciate that. I'll look at it in a second. It's a good goal. Good goal. Oh, let's go back. Yeah, let me see if I can get the camera working. I think it's just... Yeah, the camera itself is working. It's just the... it's frozen on the screen. Sometimes when it gets like this, I have to exit the OBS to get it working again. So I don't want to do that, obviously. I deactivated the wrong thing. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be able to come back on. It is broken. All right, well, I'll just turn it off. No camera for the rest of the stream. No harm, no foul. Cool. All right, we'll go cameraless. The finances. No new sponsorships, which we need. Broadcast revenue was down, which I guess you could say that's my fault for not doing better. Corporate hospitality, not great. Competition prize money, we actually had more than the previous season. Match day commercial was bleh, but whatever, it was there. Natman top shirt sales doesn't surprise me. You know, top ranked German player. Freund, Zavatsky, Aiello, and Horvat. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Ramaj and Go, Sagers, Natman on the outside, Vergara, Seri in the middle. Fornals, Benas in the midfield. Wabi on the left, Aiello on the right. Freund and Zavatsky up front. Yeah, that looks exactly like our best team. No rewards for me. Club awards, Zavatsky getting player of the season. Young player of the season for Zavatsky as well. Signing of the season was Ramaj. Goal of the season was Fornals. We saw that one. Top goal scorer, 18 goals from Zavatsky. Most assists was Shatilov with 9. Nice. Most player of the match awards, Zavatsky with 4. Highest average rating. And most passes completed was Seri. Most goals by player in a match, 3 goals from Aiello. Highest transfer fee paid, yeah, 80 mil for Natman. That was massive. And the youngest goal scorer was Finn 6 at 18 years, 257 days. All right. Nothing really. Honestly, there's nothing to speak of. We just barely missed my personal goal of just getting back into the Champions League. So, otherwise, it was fine. Players inducted to the VfL Wolfsburg overall best 11. Zavatsky was the pick. He gets onto the bench. And who was the other one? Benas. Of course, Benas. Yeah, that makes sense. Good stuff. Alrighty. Let's see if we get some stuff coming in from these transfers. These are very important transfers for us. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to lose anybody. I would love to keep all these players. We can't afford to. So that's kind of where we're at. We have to sell players because we can't afford to keep them. Do we have anybody leaving that was part of loan stuff? No. Freund wins Players Newcomer of the Year. Nice. We're getting a lot of awards for some of our players. Sure, I have no idea who you are. Whatever. Seri rejected the contract from Juventus. Of course you did. I hate you guys. I hate these guys so much sometimes. $34 to $58. That is a ginormous swing. I mean, we're going to go for it. But, I mean, this guy's got to be sold for some massive amount of money. Like, we have to get 51 mil for this guy. Like, if we get 38, we're saying no. Like, we can't afford that. Hernandez is gone. Okay, Dimitri's gone. Those are 2 small ones. 2 small ones that don't matter that much. So I guess we're okay with those. Helps a little bit. But basically, those 2 guys sold for maybe we can get one wonder kid to replace them. All right, let's go Benas for 55 mil. I'm just going to get applied to the bank account. Oh, I would love to have kept him. Would love to have kept him. Fornals for 30 mil. All right. Man, I wish we could keep some of these guys. But we can't. funny thing is that doesn't even help our bank account right now. Why does that not help our bank account immediately? Oh, I guess it did because we were at 166. No. Why does that? Maybe it helps at the end of the month. I know we've seen this before. It should, technically, it should help my bank account, I think. Still no offers for Camille. Really? I mean, we're not selling for 6.5 mil, that's for sure. We paid 8.5 for him. I mean, we need to sell him for at least 15. Makes me feel like it's worth selling him. I can't believe Sari turned that down. Okay, 45 mil. It's not the 51 mil we're getting, but it is. Dude, seriously, just go to Southampton. I mean, we're still going to accept it. Because somebody else is coming in for him. I mean, if we have to keep Sari, I guess we have to keep Sari. There is a... Like, if we don't get a certain amount of money for him, it's not worth it, I don't think. Because we paid a lot of money for him, didn't we? Yeah, we paid 38.5. We've got to get something for him. 10 mil. We have to get at least a good 7 to 10 mil profit off of him. I love this transfer budget that we can't use. Oh, I dream of the day that we're at a team that we can actually use their transfer budget. That would be an amazing day. We can use 20, 30 mil of that transfer budget, maybe. Any more players that we got potentially leaving? Is it just Sari? Yeah, it's just Sari at the moment. Okay. So that means we can look at our squad planner and figure out what we're going to do here. I mean, I think Ramaj sticks around for another year as our primary. If we can get us another goalkeeper, cool. But I'm not necessarily going to rush out to find one. We can make do with what we got if we had to. So let me figure out our setup here. All right, so I got Ramaj and Luflu in goal. That's fine. That's not changed for a couple years. On the left side, we're... Okay, let me do this. Ask assistant, suggest for everything. Oh, let me make sure it is... Does it matter if I select you and then ask the assistant? No, it's always the assistant manager. All right, so left side, it would not be Natbin. It would not be Fisher. So it would just be Sagers and Dongmo. Okay. I mean, obviously, if we can get rid of Dongmo, he's not really going to have much of a future for us unless he's going to be trained at the club, which I doubt. Yeah, he's not. So I think getting rid of Dongmo would be ideal as well at this point. He's not worth much. How much should we pay for him? Very little. All right, see if we can get anything for him at all. He's not doesn't have much of a future for us. Sagers though should be good for a while. At least for sure have him. Right side definitely have Knapman, not Vergara, not you, and Fisher. Fisher just is a floater for us at this point. At some point he's just going to retire. So we really only have one, Knapman. So we do need a second for the right. In the middle, we're assuming Sari's going to go. Vergara, Naichev is not there. Kamel probably sticks around at this point. Vera, no. Ludwig doesn't really count, although we'll leave him on the list, I guess. Mertcan doesn't really count. Okay. So it's really just the two right now. Vergara and Kamel. So we do need a couple there. Defensive midfield. No, Knapman, Homich, and Peterson go. So we at least have three here. It's a better situation. So we have Nyachev, or Nyachev maybe. I think I've been saying Chev. Saru, and Horvat. Three wonder kids. Need a third one or fourth one there at some point. Left wing, Vabi, of course, is our primary. We decided we were not going to sell him if we can help it. And then Vitrek. Vitrek can make a good backup, to be honest. But at the same time, well, no, we need to keep Vitrek because he fits German stuff. So honestly, if this is our 1-2 punch, I'm okay with this. I wouldn't turn down finding somebody else just to fill in there, but Vitrek is honestly going to be fine for a backup. And then on the right-hand side, we've got definitely Aiello and Shatilov. Zvatsky, no. Vitrek, we would say not on this side, and Santos, no. So yeah, we have Aiello, and so at least we got that covered. And we're not planning currently to sell either of those guys. Which of these guys are eligible? He's eligible to be trained in Germany. And then Shatilov, same thing. So it's a lot of days to be eligible. Unless I'm misreading something here, but looks like he could eventually become eligible. And then finally strikers. I think strikers we're probably mostly good at as well. I mean, 6 really jumps in here, I think, as a contender for one of our top 2 spots going into next year. Just based on his overall potential. I mean, I think we'd like to keep Freund around. Freund is... No, there's no eligibility. Honestly, if we had to sell Freund, I guess I wouldn't be against it. We'd like to sell Sartori. We'd like to sell Rodriguez. Tukakovic is... I was going to say he's German nationality. So he needs to stay. Tukakovic needs to stay. Really, any of these guys. Other guys need to go, though. So... And even Freund. I would even sell Freund at this point. So the only 2 I'm for sure going to keep are 6 and Zavatsky. Do both of those guys have eligibility coming up? Oh, he's already 6 is already German. That's right. And Zavodsky can be. Okay. So yeah, both those guys are worth keeping around because they can be trained in nation. So Freund, buddy, my buddy, old pal, old friend. I want to set the value before I hire the intermediary. Oh, I can't hire it still. That was. Hopefully, we can hire it later. All right, so Freund. And then Sartori for sure. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to hit this button. Oh, there's no way we get this much money for him. But if he's happy to go for it, we'll put him out there. And we'll drop it down as needed. Rodriguez. Who else? Fick. And do we care about Poster? Not really, but I guess if we can get him off our books, we can get him off our books. Go away, sir. All right, that's all that. See if we get any offers for any of those guys. But at least we have an idea of what we need to look for. An entire set of defense and a pair of strikers at least. I mean, I think we hold off on offering Fisher a new contract right now. We ignore most of those. $49 million. I mean, it'd be some good value. I mean, I'd rather take 49 mil than 45 mil and 7%. I think we cancel this one and hope that he goes for Lazio. $18 million. Okay. I think we keep Kamel for 18 mil. Yeah, if he's going to only be worth 18 mil, I don't think we sell him. How much did we pay for him? Yeah, I mean, If we got 50 mil, it'd be worth still worth something. But no, I think we can keep Kamel. He's at least potentially going to be something. I really need to start looking at new players to bring in, but I was hoping to get at least a Sari one out of the way, but well, that might not happen. I'm sad to lose some of these guys, though. I really am. It's just, what else can you do? We're even further in the hole than we were before. Like, what is going on? What is this balance coming from? It's obviously not fixed by selling. Maybe it's because they haven't actually sold. They haven't actually left the team. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I'm overreacting a little bit. We know that they are going to leave. All right, let's see if we can find any new players. Let's see if there's anybody out there that we can find. I mean, there's obviously nobody homegrown at Wolfsburg that's worth grabbing. So, oh, that was just goalkeepers. Okay, taking off goalkeepers, there's nobody. Okay, yep. All right, we're gonna go with 18, probably 18 to 15 to 20 euros. We're not even gonna go with 21s. And see if there's anybody we can get that fits into anything here. I mean, 26 mil. It's more than I probably wanted to spend, but it's a lot less than the people we were selling. So there's a possibility this would be worth bringing in. Elia here, 10 to 13 mil. Is that how legit is that? It's possible. For a striker, that's not bad. Finishing's not amazing. 6 foot tall though. That's not terrible. Heading's garbage. Jumping reach is garbage for somebody that tall. He has no heading or jumping reach, but he would just be sitting behind 6 in Zavatsky. And he only costs us 11 to 13.5 mil. It's not amazing though. He is listed as a warranty kit though. Botson here. Botson could probably be retrained as a proper, like a regular midfielder on the right-hand side if we need him to, but I don't really feel like we need him to. 15 finishing. Could just play him as a striker. That takes care of our 2 strikers that sit behind 6 and Zavatsky. And both these guys are young enough that they could be trained at club someday. Still leaning towards Albiak here as a solid defensive midfielder option. I just need cheap players that we either keep or sell on for something else someday. All right, I think Ella is worth going after. We're going to do 4.5, 3 mil. And if he plays 50 games for us, I'll give you another 1.5 mil. They're going to say no, but at least it's the start of the discussions. You want 21 mil. Yeah, that's not happening. All right, we'll go 6 mil, 4 mil. And 2 mil. Okay, 15 mil. That's probably pretty reasonable. All right, that's one guy potentially down. I have no idea who this Johnson guy is. He could be garbage, but if we can get him for 1.9 mil, yes, please. Towering center back. 18 heading, 15 jumping reach. All right, there's our corner kick target right there. All right. We'll even knock out his pay rate a little bit. But yeah, let's go for this guy. Yeah, totally. I mean, that's an absolute bargain. He could be worthless, and he's still worth 1 point. I mean, that's worth gambling on right there. So we got Botson. Hornbacher here. Doesn't look that good from a striker standpoint. At least not good enough for what we're looking for. All right, let's do some scouting on a few of these guys down here in this range. Anybody that has 5 white stars. Okay. Go with that. Let me go buy stuff of this now. All right, Alvarez here. Getting pretty cheap defensive midfielder. And he might be worthless, but he's not going to cost as much. This guy Aceves, whatever his name is. Wonder Kid, defensive left back, which we definitely need. All right, let's check him out real quick. Yeah, I think he's worth going for an offer for. Yeah, we'll play his minimum release clause for sure. And we're going to bring him in. We might as well bring in Alvarez. Both of them can come in and help each other settle. You're just going to lock in as, okay, that's fine. We'll pay his minimum release. 5 mils, nothing. We probably could have got him cheaper, but I'm okay with 5 mil. All right, that's a couple guys. I really wouldn't mind going for this defensive midfielder we saw. Where was he? Where did he go? Oh, there. No, I thought it was defensive midfielder. Was it this guy? 28 mil? I don't think it was him. All right, let me write down some of these, though. Just so we know that what we're potentially going after. We got Elia as a potential. Alvarez as a potential. Aceves as a potential. We had one more. Oh, it was what's his name? Johnson here. Center back. Okay, so we're still looking for another striker, another center back, and a right back. So let's go look at right backs first. Yeah. Don't think we're paying that much. Sands here. Sands is not that great looking. I don't know if we're scouting you, but we should. Nope, we already are. Oh, I see that now over there. Hopefully this guy turns into something good, because I don't see a lot of other options right now. There's not a lot of good players. Those are right backs right now on our list. Not at all. Yeah, this is garbage. That's a sad list. All right, let's go center backs. It's not a lot of amazing ones. I mean, someone like a Dundini here, we could settle. We not say settle for, but we could go for. He looks like he might be halfway decent. I mean, it's going to cost us an arm and a leg, but at least he'd eventually be homegrown at club, I think. I'm going to come back to that as well. All right, finally, let's go strikers. Christensen. Good dribbling, good first touch. Finishing's not great, but otherwise doesn't look bad. He's fickle, though. I don't like that. Ozturk. Basta would be a little bit more expensive. Better finishing, though. Yeah, I don't know. Ambessa does look like a reasonably good option. Ozturk's wanted by a lot of big clubs, so maybe they know something I don't know. He doesn't look that good. He really does, but he's only 17. So maybe there will be more coming from him since he's not even 18 yet. Maybe on the note that there's a lot of other teams that have gone in for him, but we put in an offer for him as well, trusting that they know something that maybe I don't quite know. Honestly, I'd even go up to 12 mil just to potentially make them happy compared to what they're getting from other people. All right, we'll go with that. So let me put Ozturk down as a possible option here. And we're still looking for a couple players somewhere. Honestly, I'm just about ready to give you everything you want, except for the minimum release clause. I don't even know if I care to negotiate that much, because I would like you to come. Same thing for Janssen here. Anything but the minimum release clause. You can have just about everything else. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we'll give you. We'll let you go learn German. Definitely. Same thing. Don't care about the minimum release clauses. Everything else, I'm okay with. I could negotiate these a bit more, but I really want them to accept coming to us because these are all relatively cheap. Cool. I'm happy with those. Of course, the problem is they're not going to be able to be. Well, I guess if we're not in the Champions League again, the registration for Europa is a little bit different. Oh, isn't it's similar though, isn't it? Isn't it still kind of a similar type of deal? Let me look at that in a second. Oh, I can't see it here. I'll have to look at it later. Just a loan for Dogmo, huh? I mean, we're not getting much money for him no matter what we do, so at least this is worth something to us. I mean, I mean they're paying 100%. I'll accept it. All right, Sarah's on his way. That's fine. I hate selling him, but we need the money. So we got to sell who we can sell. And I don't know that any of our players are worth 50 mil to us to not sell. All right, Alvarez is joining. Yay. So that's a done deal. Defensive midfielder, 19-year-old. Not bad, not bad. Happy with that. That's our defensive midfield lockdown. Oh, Johnson, we got him. I'm assuming we got him so cheap. We're going to get him in here. He's going to be like no potential at all. Right? Like, there's no way we got lucky with this dude, right? But he's a towering center back, which I do like. So even if he has no potential, I kind of still okay with potentially, bringing him in here and him serving a role. But if he does have like miles of potential, once it's all said and done, then I will be extremely excited about that one. So we still need to find another center back. At least one. No, if I'm bringing you in, Elster, I am keeping you. Okay with all that. I just don't want this. But everything else you can absolutely have. Okay. Remainder of what season? Are they in the middle of a season right now? No, they're done. They're just asking for next season. No, we're going to play him. Like, he's going to be on our list of top 4 goalkeepers or strikers to play. So no, I would say no. Sorry, buddy. We would like to play you, not loan you. We just get a new financial services company. Is that a new sponsorship? Not worth a lot, but it's something, I suppose. Hey, check cash injection. Thank you. A lot, but it's something. There we go. Jose Alfredo Aceves. Not bad. Wonder Kid. This is our left back. Yep, sounds good. All right, starting to get there. And that brings up both the Mexican players, so hopefully they can help each other get settled. So far, so good. I'm happy with some of this. We've lost some good players, but I think we brought in some players that have some really good potential. So I'm okay with this so far. What is our limit on Freund? Do we sell Freund for anything, or do we keep him around? I think it depends on if these other two strikers accept. If these other two strikers accept, I don't think. Boo. Okay. All right. Pollster. We don't really care. We just want you to go. I mean, you're worth nothing to us. How much are you making? What? Yeah, we would give somebody money to take you for that much. My goodness. Hey, we got Elia. Nice. Alrighty. I'm pretty happy with that one. Okay, well, I wasn't planning on selling Viatrack, but if he's going to be unsettled if we don't sell him, and they're actually giving us a pretty good amount of money, I could reject this and say they have to come in for his minimum release clause. And then the reason why he's worth keeping is because he's got value as a German player. Yeah, I think we reject this. If they want to come in for 29 mil for his minimum release clause, we say yes all day. But he's not. He can't be angry with us, knowing that he's got a minimum release clause. I mean, he can be angry with us, but I don't think he'll stay angry with us. Oh, scouting. I mean, these guys still look pretty good. At least worth some more scouting here. Not so much you. Definitely not you. Definitely not you. All right, so not all of them. A couple of them warranted a little bit more look-sees. Under 20, I'd probably avoid you since we couldn't ever train you at club. Yeah, this is easy. We just say, look. I mean, do we want to give him a pay raise? No, not at 75K currently. Well, there's no option here to say, yes, I will float your name about. Like, I hate that these are the two options because I would counter with, yeah, sure, I'll float your name about. I don't really want to give this guy a pay raise. Okay, fine. Fine. My bad. If you're going to be angry about it, then we will transfer list you if you're really that angry about it. Fine. He's not going to be happy if I put him at 29 mil where his release clause is. All right, we'll put him at something though. I mean, I can't afford to have somebody grumpy, so we'll put him out there. It's unfortunate, but we'll find somebody to replace him. I mean, nobody's going to come in for Freund. What was my number for Freund again? What would I keep him for? I mean, we got to make at least 30 mil off him to make me feel like he's worth selling. I want to double my money off of him. He's worth more than, 15 mil to me right now. fine. If you're going to be grumpy, we will sell you. Didn't really want to, but don't want you to be grumpy. How much did we pay for you when we got you? It's 23. Yeah, we're taking a loss. It's not even that you've played poor. I mean, you haven't played that much. I don't think we can sell you. I'll put it out there, but I think we say no if they, I don't know. I just don't know whether we can sell him. Hey, Alsturk. All right, that's both strikers locked up. So we're definitely more willing to sell for Freund for something. I can't sell Vitrek. Not for that little compared to how much we paid for him. Sorry, buddy. If somebody wants to come in for your release clause, then we'll sell you then. But I can't sell you for anything less than that. Hey, Ramage back. Still looking for center back. So we got all the players that we wanted. So we're still looking for a center back and a right back. Guess we're gonna wait for those scoutings to come back. All right, there goes Dongmo out on loan. So it's not amazing, but if we ever needed him back, we could bring him back. And at least they're paying us for the pleasure of having him on loan. Hey, finally the money's caught up with itself somehow. I don't know why. Oh no, that's just from the guy that injected, isn't it? I don't think this is even the transfer budget that we've gained. Weird. Again, then maybe that just catches up once people actually leave officially. We had to sell him. We have no money. I don't think that was that cheap. No, I mean, sorry. It's a no because you have a release clause and this is not worth it. Sorry. You can be angry all you want. Hey, we moved up 24 places, really? Well, look at us. I mean, we're still behind. We're still like dead last of the teams that are in the Bundesliga, it feels like, but it's not bad. Moving up is good. Oh, there's the Europa League registration. So we do need, it's the same. We need 8 Trinity Nation, 4 Trinity Club. Okay. All right. Not great. Just because you're out at loan at Southampton, are they the only ones that can go in for an offer for you until you finish your loan? Maybe that's all it is. I just assume we could offer him out to other teams, even if he hasn't finished his current loan. All right, we might need to wait for those guys to come back before we start popping them back out again. Yep, Zavatsky and Netman, I think those are good. Like I said, 30 mil for Freund. I think he goes. Anything less, I think we'd probably keep him. Again, I don't. At least they're paying all of his wages. No, he's more valuable to me than this. Unless he just gets really angry. Year-old Sanchez here. I mean, he looks good, but we don't need anybody over here. Unless he's got like good finishing, which he doesn't. I was gonna say if he has good finishing, I could think about him as a striker, but we just don't need him now. I think we're gonna acknowledge this, but just not what we're looking for. I mean, the only reason to grab him would be to loan him out and then sell him for more money later or something. I think if he was, 5-star, like more yellow or more white, like we just knew for sure he was going to be better, I think we might go in. I just don't know. I don't think he's what we're looking for to flip. So, I mean, I don't know. We got it. We gotta make money. I mean, he's not listed as a, yeah, he's not listed as a wonder kid or anything. It's a resolute, promising striker, but it doesn't look amazing to me. I don't even know if we'd be able to sell him for a profit. Okay. Well, as usual, this doesn't matter because I don't need more transfer budget. I don't need more wage budget. So we're going to go as low as we possibly can. And because that's all that matters. We're never using all of what we already have. So it doesn't matter. So now we should be able to look at the Europa registration though. See how far off of that we are. Probably pretty far off. Again, you give me 29 mil for him, you can have him, but no. Bunch of wage rises, it's whatever. You, sir, are not. I mean, there's just no guarantees you're going to be worth anything. I say that. Actually, you do have 4 yellow stars as opposed to like white stars over here. So there is actually more potential you could turn into something. It's a lot of money to spend on somebody who we just don't know. We'd have to loan him out. And if we loan him out, though, he can't be homegrown at club, right? So, yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, I love the fact that he's a natural in several positions, which means he's trainable in other positions. Like, we could definitely train him as defensive midfielder, right? Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call. I'll, I'll, I'll come back to him at some point, I'm sure. He'll still be in my list somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Go bye-bye. No, Ludwig we need to keep. He serves a purpose. Again, give me 29 mil, and you can go bye-bye. Please tell me the locker room's not angry that I have been, quote-unquote, treating him improperly. Only one person agrees. Wabi. Okay. Could be worse. Again, it is a no. You're not giving me enough. Somebody's not getting the message. I mean, the only reason to rob for this guy anything is that he could improve a lot and he would be homegrown at club. But let's just, no, there's just, we can't. He's just never going to be good enough for us. I love it when these guys refuse contracts with other teams when I'm trying to sell them. It's so helpful. A bunch of loans are about to end. Maybe that'll help us when we are offering players back out again. I mean, Freud's good. Like, the idea that we can only sell him for 30 mil is a little crazy to me. I feel like he should be able to be sold for more than that. He's good enough to keep. The only reason I don't want to keep him is because he can't be homegrown. So we need to make space for those homegrown players someday. And he's just one of those guys that should just move on. But if we don't get in a lot of money for him, we'll find a spot for him. All right, so we're not really going to be anything we're looking for. I mean, you still look good. Could take that Viatrix spot on that left-hand side. Have to pay a little bit of money for you, but you still look good. Same thing for you. You'd be cheaper. Probably not as good, comparatively. All right, we'll get all these loanies back. See if we can putting them out there, try to get some money for them. Hey, we're actually positive. Oh boy. It's not going to last long, but it feels good. We're positive, and we do have a team we could put on the field. Like, it's not like we can't put something out there. So we're not completely dead in the water. It's not an amazing team, but it's almost as good as it was last year. And a lot of our team can still get better. Again, I'm going to hold off because I think, don't we have another year with him? Yeah, we got one more year with him. And I don't know if we're going to keep him past that, to be honest, so I don't want to extend his contract. Do we have any staffing vacancies? Alrighty. One more. This time next year, Zavatsky is homegrown at club. That is awesome. That is a big deal. Yeah. He's the only one that matters, really, of all this list. Vieira, huh? I just don't think. We might have to try and keep Vieira here. I mean, he could be good enough to at least be a backup player that is homegrown at club. Oh no, it'd be homegrown at Nation. Never mind. I was reading that wrong. Okay, never mind then. If he's just homegrown at Nation, I can get homegrown at Nation players all day long. Homegrown at club players are very premium right now. All right, let's go check their staff real quick. And we're filled up here, filled up there. Okay. Looks like we got one coaching slot, but I'm not super. Well, we can get that at some point. I was mostly worried about scouts more than anything. All right, let's get all these loanies back and see where that gets us. Alrighty, squad. Now let's try to offer people out. Sure, 7 mil. You want to come in for that? That's fine. How much should we pay for you? 12.5. We're going to lose money on the deal, but we haven't used him, so it's fine. Santos. Rodriguez. Yeah, I can get up to 38 mil for him. Please. That would be awesome. Vieira, I think, yeah, someone is trying to sell you, I think. If for no other reason than to save the wages that you're making. It's a lot of wages. A lot of people that want him for loan. Goodness. Apparently he's a hot commodity on that side of things. Story. Ugh. I mean, we're not going to use him. So I'll drop this down to like 30 mil. Just to try to get something for him. How much do we pay for him? 24 mil. So we are going to take a loss. He played well for us the year that we had him. 2 years that we had. But just, he's not what we're looking for. He's never going to be homegrown. And we just got to move on. Freund. Still trying to get money for him. Dimitri, we'd still like to sell. Oh, he's already being sold. Is he already being sold? Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Sager, yeah. Vergara. Hernandez. Hernandez already leaving? Yes. Zabotsky, Ayala, Kamel, Wabi. Okay, everybody else looks good. All right, let's go with that. Mert can, when he comes back, we can try to sell him. Again, no. It's fine. I mean, he's not worth anything to us. How much do we pay for this dude? Probably a lot. No, not that much. Okay, good. I was going to say, how much of a flop was he? That was fine. Yes, I know that, but he's 31 years old. How much longer is he going to stick around? Realistically. Mercan's one we got because he qualifies as German, but again, German's not the problem. It's the homegrown club that's the problem. Obviously, people are angry, but I mean, they're just going to have to be a little bit happy about the players that we're bringing in. They look decent. 2 of them are proper Wonder Kids. The other 2 are not qualified as Wonder Kids, but they still look all right. um, really? Really? How did y'all do last year? Juventus? Third. Second. Second. Third. All right, all right. You guys are hanging in there, doing all right. How about your money situation look like? Because that obviously would be a reason to think about it. I'm assuming we can't see this, obviously, right? Yeah, we can't see that yet. I wish it would show it for last season. That would be very helpful. What am I looking for? I'm looking for general, maybe. I know. Why do I do this every time? Oh, there we go. Finance is rich. Yeah. $51, 628. Yeah, I mean they're selling more than we are. They're making more money than we are. Uh, I mean it's part of the run here. I mean to consider, like I would not. It's a better job. It's a job that's in a place that's not in financial trouble right now. And despite our best efforts, and we've done a lot, we have done a lot, but the idea that we can't spend this is depressing, you know? So I think we at least attend the interview, see where it goes. What do you think makes you suited to managing a club of this stature? Wait, see, they're not even counting me as the big time right now. Why have you only worked with a small selection of teams so far in your career? What's your loyalty? See, a large amount of media attention in your media handling has been dubious, to say the least. Why is that the case? Are you able to ease our worries about losing the backing of your players and subsequent airing of dirty laundry? That's definitely something I've learned from. More than happy to work with him. Sort of budget. No budget. We'll say no budget. And they want to be what? Grow the club's reputation, spend the original transfer budget. I love those numbers. Like my trouble with Wolfsburg is that I can't spend the transfer budget. And they're like, please spend the transfer budget. That's a nice flip. And they want us to be competitive in the Champions League and qualify for the Champions League. So that's definitely a step up. I mean, this is a step up. If we get this job offer, we have to go here. Um, 51 mil. I mean, it's obviously less than what we have currently because we've sold a bunch of players, but that's enough to do something with. It's going to be disappointing to have to start over with trying to bring Wonder Kids in again, but you know, we'll make it work. Oh my goodness. Is that like triple our current wage budget? Yeah, I think we'd be okay with that. All right, yeah, we get the job at Juventus. We're going to Juventus. It's just the way it's going to have to be. We've tried to fix Wolfsburg financial issues, but we could only do so much. Okay, at least this is a mandatory fee for Santos, so I'm okay with this. Yeah, okay. Selling Mercan for something is great. I mean, sending him out on loan for 100% of his wages and getting something for it. We don't plan on playing him this season, which we probably won't because we've got these other guys that we want to play. And maybe he gets better. We could sell him later. I think we've got to go for this. I would rather not sell Ludwig. I have no idea who you are. Oh, yeah, you. Then no. Because you might actually become decent and you'll be a homegrown at club German goalkeeper. So, no. No, we're not selling Wabi. Wabi's not one of the ones we want to sell. And definitely not for this little bit of money. he could still become a German. Training German. Okay, so yeah, we're going to say no to this one. They'd have to give us more money for Wabi. Omich still can go. I mean, technically, Janssen we brought in to be on our senior squad. So we're just going to do this. And you're going to go to the senior squad. Just considering my options. Not center back, probably. Still want to try and get a good center. Okay. Let's see if we can find some players to fill in these last couple spots. Center back and right back. I mean, none of these guys are amazing. Like someone like Dondini could be decent someday. He's not that tall, though. I'd rather have taller center backs if I can help it. That could work rate, good teamwork, and good marketing, though. I mean, it's something. Like none of these guys are jumping out at me as like amazing. Well, unless you get up to the guys that cost an arm and a leg. Oh, is he German? Does he qualify as German? Yeah, he's going to be eligible for Germany. All right, let me look at right backs then first before I. There's just not very many amazingly good players right now. Let's go scout you. See what you can become. Let me go back to center backs again and see if there's anybody that's like just needs more scouting. That could be good. No, there's just not. We just don't have a lot of options here that are worth much to me. This guy, I didn't see him. This guy might be reasonably good. He's 6 foot. He's taller. Not good jumping range, not good heading, but he's a little bit taller than the other guy. Could also just not go for 4 stars and just try and go for, or not go for 5 star. I mean, try to go for one of these 4-star players that might be decent. At least to fill a spot for a year, and maybe we could flip them for some money down the road. Yeah, I think we go for something like that. Because they're not going to cost us much. In theory. That's fine. That's a little bit more than maybe I wanted to spend, but still pennies on the dollar compared to some of our other players we've been doing. I mean, I guess if they're just going to be players that we keep for a year, the other option is to be less strict on these Just say, bring me anybody that I can keep around for a year that's not going to cost us an arm and a leg. They can play okay right now. And then if we decide not to keep them, we can sell them for something. Caligari here, 30 years old, 3-star player. It's only cost us 13 mil. Now, we probably won't be able to get much for him because he's older. We might prefer somebody who's a little younger. So there's at least a chance to sell him on. I mean, something like Marapan here. He's not great, but he's not going to cost us an arm or leg. Could also just go for this. Well, this guy's free. I mean, whatever. Actually, this guy's not bad looking. Let's just do that. Let's go look at this. Yeah, Diogo here. Only costs us, less than 10 mil, 23 years old. Could still get a little bit better. And if we decide we're not keeping him, we could sell him on. For probably break even money. Yeah, something like that probably looks good. It's not going to cost us a lot in wages either. Diogo. Okay, we'll give you 4.5 up front. 3 mil overtime. And $1.5 million and he pays 50 games for us. 9 mil. Come on. You want to go 11? That's fair. All right, let's do the same treatment to center backs then. Someone who's not going to cost us an arm or leg. That's young enough that we could flip them down the road. I'm not really seeing anybody that's better than Yabor here, so I think we stick with him. You're fine. You can argue with it. Let's go for it. Sometimes give him at least some wage rise. At least gets him a little bit happy. Cool. All right. Those would be decent deals. I mean, we still come out on top on the money side of things. I mean, they're good enough to get into the team, at least as backups, right? To fill in rotationally. So I'm okay with some of that. We might not make it back to the Euros this next season with the impact we made to the team. But what we might do is drastically fix the financial situation. All right, there are some mandatory fees. That's a lot of mandatory fees. Oh, it's optional. Oh, I read that wrong. Do we take 36 mandatory or 50 some odd optional? I think we take the 36 mandatory. I think it's well within what I value him at, and they're guaranteed to pay it. So could just take both and see which one he would go for. No, I like the mandatory one. Sartori. So there's a mandatory fee. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. It's at least getting us some value for him. So I'm okay with this, I think. Ew. Yeah, that is nowhere near as good as the other offer. I mean, the other offer is delayed, but it's better. According to this report, blah, 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 indicate these hopeful status A. As the compensation clause is low enough that Juventus will comfortably be willing to sell it in order to get their manager. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh, somebody's willing to pay 30.5 right now for him. Oh, okay, well, I think we'd rather take the 30.5 right now. That's a tough one, actually. Here we're paying half of his wages, though. It's more money down the road. Honestly, I'm going to leave them both. Whichever one he decides to sign with, we're gonna accept it. They're both decent offers for different reasons, and I think I could be happy with either one of those. I'd rather accept both than him guaranteed to, maybe not guaranteed, but more likely to accept one of them than only accept one, and he turns, it down or whatever. So I think I'm okay with that. I mean, we have made massive grounds with the financial situation because of reasons, but let me adjust this a little bit just to make sure we have some wage budget to play with here. That wage budget at Juventus is double what we have here, more than double. They're obviously in a better financial position overall. But I'm not going to, I mean, I've been frustrated here, but I still like the challenge of trying to figure it out. Whatever, just go. Be gone. I still don't want to get rid of Ludwig. And we've already got an offer in for him, right? Oh, okay, that's right. This is a guaranteed like 20 mil. There's a possible 28 mil with a little extra thrown on, but it's optional. I think we reject that one. I'd rather take the guaranteed money. No, I don't want to send Wabi out. We want to keep him. Apparently, I'm a leading candidate. I'm really at a crossroads, I'll be honest, because I feel like maybe we're finally getting to a point where I might have a pattern that can fix the financial situations here. But, I just don't know. Like over the course of the season, this is how much we lose, right? We lose like 80 mil over the course of a season. Same thing here, right? 89 to 136. So we lost. Actually, that's less, but so there might have been something else thrown into here. So let's call it 90. So at least probably, let's call it 50 mil. It's possible we could stay positive on the other side of all of this. I don't know. No, just stop. Stop asking. I mean, at this point, go wherever you want. Already got a mandatory for 18 mil. This is an optional for 25. Ugh. If they were paying 100% of his wages, I might consider it. I don't know that I can do it here. How much time does he have left on his contract? 34. So that means we do have another year. Like, we could sell him next year if we don't sell him, if they don't decide to buy him here. Okay. All right. We'll accept them both. It's a mandatory. So we got mandatory here for 36. We got a upfront 30. And there's a mandatory for 30. And they're only paying half his wages, though. I guess they're only paying half his wages as well. Thing is that this is, he does want to speak to them too. You know what? Any one of these is going to be something for us. It's fine. We just got to sell him because we're not using him. So we got Polster, Santos, and Omich. Don't we have transfers in for some of them? Out. Santos has some offers. Omich has some offers. I thought Polster did too. Apparently not. All right, so we'll set Polster out there. Optional offers for Santos. It's not as much. I think we're just, again, we're not using him. Let's just increase our chances that he'll go somewhere. Another offer for Santos. It's a mandatory. So, and they're paying more of his wages. All right, fine. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. If you haven't decided, figured it out or not, we want you to leave. A lot of poster offers. You know what? Again, we want you to go anywhere. Hey, we got Broyar or whatever. Enthusiastic center back. Cool. He comes in right in. Not amazing, but he's good enough to at least sit on the bench and come on as needed, and then maybe we sell him on someday. Who's our guy on the right back spots? Diogo. Cool. Do we want to get 400K or 40K? Oh, wow. Sure, why not? You can have it. It's whatever. It's not going to make that much difference. You're coming up to the senior squad, sir. Do we... Oh, did it not actually sell? Sometimes it does that for some reason. There we go. Do we want to buy? Like I said, I've never really bought any of these before. Okay, so we're not planning on selling him, so I'm gonna ignore that one. Saves the next number of appearances. We could save some money there. Like something like that might be worth buying because there's a good chance he will eventually play 29 more appearances for us. One of these two guys is definitely going to be playing that many, right? The ones that sell on profits, I'm going to ignore those. Yeah. Because most of these guys we're going to try and keep. The Wabi's probably going to play enough to justify this. Doesn't save us a lot of money, but it saves us some. So I think that's worth it. Cool. As far as the goalkeepers, I actually don't know what to think about that one. Speaking of goalkeepers, let's go check to make sure there's not any halfway decent goalkeepers out in the world. I mean, 23-year-old, never be homegrown, but he's potentially better than what we got with more potential ahead of him. Is there anybody in the 20 to 21 range, or 20 range, I should say, that's worth anything? I mean, we don't know about this guy at all. We know nothing about him. He could be good. He could be garbage. Not from a trial. Let's bring him on a trial for like 3 weeks. Just to see what he looks like. All right, fair enough. All right, so loan made for Freund that pay for all of his wages. No permanent fee down the road yet, but maybe we have another chance at him next year. Okay. That's fine. Costa here looks decent. Get him cheap too. I think he's worth going for. Oh, he's the one that was really short. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. Got good bravery, good work rate though. It's a tough call. He's pretty far down this list right now. Okay, maybe not. I mean, not that short players can't be good, but I need to see more from them to know that they can be good. Like, I don't know. Like if he was like really good looking and also 5'7", I would totally go for him. Like I don't care that he's short. He's not like jumping out at me just statistically by itself. And he's short. You know what I mean? Like if you look at both together, it's like I don't know. My goodness, there's a bunch of people that want Santos. Just go somewhere. No, this is the guy. I mean, there's a slim chance this guy could actually be something someday. You never know. So we're gonna say no. No. 11 mil up front. I don't think is worth it for Sartori. Yeah, it's just no. How much did we pay for you? Probably more than we got. Yeah, we lost money on that deal. That's all right. We weren't using you. All right, Diogo. They can't all be wins, right? Sometimes we're gonna lose some. All right, so we got a full 22. Maybe not 100% happy with our full 22, but it's a start. And I mean, we didn't really have a lot of options in some places, so. It's a full 22 that looks okay. Like it's going to work. It's going to be a good enough team to work it out. I mean, we're not paying much for this dude. If he ends up being complete garbage, we're not losing. You know what? Let's go for it. There's very little chance that we're going to lose out on this guy. We keep him for a year. We do something with it, whatever. And he becomes worthless, then he becomes worthless. I mean, he's not going to cost us anything. His wages are low. It's fine. Totally fine. Hey, JS, how's it going? Sartori. It's mandatory. So yeah, this is fine. We'll take the money. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to consider options at the end, that's totally fine with me. Just want you to be happy for. Honestly, I don't think we were going to keep you past this year anyway, so that's totally fine with me. You're getting up in age, my friend. All right, there's some mandatory fees attached to this, so someday we'll get money for you. Good stuff. That'll help us for next year. I love the transfer engine that we cannot touch. Oh, it's so funny. I don't know that we can touch any of it. Oh, I, man. Oh, goodness. It's like double the money, if that matters. Not quite double, it's about 50% increase. Um, it is a much better place to be. We're not going to have to worry about the money. We can just play our game. But I feel like I'm happy with what we've done here. Like we've had a struggle trying to get this financial thing figured out, and I feel like we've figured some of it out. As of right now, where are we? I mean, 5th place, even with the team we've got right now. Man. Italy is a tier below it, or like a small level below us overall. This is a tough call. I don't know what to do. I'm tempted to, like, we only got 7 minutes left in the stream. I'm tempted to just either stop here and think about it and come back next time, or go ahead and accept it so we can see what the situation is, and I go to finish the transfer window, and we come back next time. Like, I really like some of the players we've brought in, and I'm excited about some of the guys we've brought in. We have so much potential here. I don't know. Oh, it's such a tough call. All right, well, here's the question. If we were to fix the issue here, if we have truly found a way to fix the financial situation at Wolfsburg, do we want to stay at Wolfsburg? Let's say the finances were the same. I think the part of the thing is, though, the reason why I want to stay is because I liked the challenge of trying to fix the financial situation, which I feel like we have made good strides in doing. And that's exciting and that's fun and that's, you know, whatever. We've had to sell some really good players to do it. Sari. Dimitri, you know, not bad. Freund's gone now. Let's go back to last season. Fornals, Benas. Oh, Benas is huge. Oh, we've sold some big time players. Look at this, 387 out, 253. And we've made massive strides in bringing some money into this club. And did it again this year so far, right? Small transfers here. Then a lot of these guys look good. They look like they could be good. We have effectively a wonder kid. Like I said, it's a wonder kid development center here. All these guys are basically wonder kids, or like the vast majority of them are. So it's exciting to see what they could become. So many wonder kids. Which again, we can repeat all of this at Juventus. This is a tough decision. I don't know. I don't know. They want us to challenge for Serie A title. Like that, it's a better club. It really is. But that doesn't mean that Wolfsburg couldn't be at this level given another year or two. It's an impossible decision. I feel like this is so hard. Was Wolfsburg down in Bundesliga 2 recently? Yeah, they were. Hmm. I mean, they just briefly went it. They dipped in for 1 year and came back up. Other than that, they've been a Bundesliga team for so long. 4-star reputation. I don't know. This is a possibly tough one for me. These guys are 4.5-star, and they're already in the Champions League. I mean, it's Juventus. They've done some amazing stuff. What is my reputation? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get offers from everybody at this point. This is really what it comes down to. I love that I'm fluent in English, Turkish, and German. I guess I'll get to be fluent in Italian soon too. 0 on the media handling because I just don't ever talk to the media. I could start building that up, I suppose. I don't know, guys. This is a tough one for me. I didn't realize I was in the Turkey Hall of Fame. That's pretty cool. Apparently I'm in the American Hall of Fame. I did not know that. Where it said American Hall of Fame, I don't see me on the list. Maybe I misunderstood. Oh well. Nation. Turkey. Come on. What? Apparently I don't know how to go down the list. Where did I end up? Oh, I'm at the dead last. Boo. I'm avoiding the conference. I'm going to have to wait. I have to think about this one. I got to think about this one. Here's probably what's going to happen. I'm going to pick this, and I'm going to finish the transfer window, and you guys are going to go back to a team next time, and it'll either be the Juventus or it'll be Wolfsburg. And I got to think about it, because I genuinely don't know what to do here. I love the idea of trying to figure this puzzle out, now that I think I've finally got a little bit of a handle on it. We actually have positive money finally, which feels really, really good. But it's not going to be solved overnight, right? We're still going to be going negative over the course of the season. So I'll think about that. We're basically at time. I mean, you guys can feel free to add comments to the video or the VOD or whatever. Let me know what you think I should do. I probably will have decided here in this shortly, because I got to do all the in-betweeny bits before next week's stream. But I probably won't do that until Saturday, Sunday. So we got a few days to voice your opinion, and then I will do then I'll make a decision, do what I need to do, get through the transfer window, and I'll bring you guys back for the first game of the season, which will either be apparently in the DFB Pokal first round and RB Leipzig, or it will be against Genoa and Inter Milan. So that's where we're going to end it, because I can't decide. I like both options, quite frankly. I really do. We'll see. But I do appreciate everybody that came out. I also appreciate everybody that watched the VOD. And this is going to be, either way, it's going to be fun. I think we're going to make a fun course of it, no matter which decision we decide to go with. So I'm kind of looking forward to both. And we'll see where it goes. But I do appreciate you guys watching. And may God bless you. And I hope you join me again next time.